Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs, man, continuing to cook up some of this NFL preseason football, man. I appreciate y'all joining me on this journey. We've made money now back-to-back years betting NFL preseason football, man, and we're trying to keep all that momentum rolling forward now into the final week, NFL preseason week 3. All right, we got two games today. We got Steelers, Falcons first, then we got Colts, Eagles. I'm finna cook up side and total for y'all right here in this video. But if you're looking for my favorite plays, the plays that I have the most money on, you can find those over at Pickdawgz Premium. We're currently 8-1 on our NFL preseason best bet, our play of the day in the NFL preseason. Man, we're trying to get to 9-1 today on that play. So if you want that, scoop it up over at Pickdawgz Premium. But again, I'm finna cook up side and total for y'all right here, right now. So without further ado, man, let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Let's make some money tonight. Let's go ahead and hop right in. All right, man, first one up, we got the Steelers out on the road facing the Atlanta Falcons, man. Steelers favored here by 4.5, total around 38.5. Here's my thought process, man. I'm on the Steelers. I'm going to lay the 4.5. I think that's the best place to be. Let's talk about the Falcons. The Falcons, week 1, they got a dub over the Miami Dolphins. We had them in that game. My thought process in that game was Miami, a veteran team, an older team, a team that season was derailed last year by injuries, was not going to take week 1 preseason series. And the Falcons, a younger team, I could see them approach week 1 a little more serious than Miami did, and we saw that translate on the field. They got a dub. Last week, I kind of was in that same thought process. As Zach Taylor, head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, is kind of in that same mold as Mike McDaniel down there in Miami. Preseason, historically, doesn't mean much to either one of those coaches. The Bengals under Zach Taylor really didn't show much since he's been a head coach. And I thought the Falcons had the edge in that one. Well, Cincinnati showed up and played a good game. The Falcons had plenty of opportunities in that game to win and cover. But Cincinnati, man, would not go away. That game ended in a tie. The Falcons did not end up covering their point spread. This week, that is not the case, man. This week, the Atlanta Falcons are going up against a team and a head coach that does put emphasis on the preseason, that does win in the preseason, and does cover spreads. Arthur Smith, the head coach of the Falcons, historically, preseason doesn't mean much to him. We've seen them be a little competitive this year, but week 3, I'm not even sure if we're going to see starters for this Atlanta team. I tried to do some digging, and there's really nothing out there yet. So I'm in the same notion that the Falcons are going to take their same mundane approach, and the preseason is the preseason. I think the Steelers are going to take their same approach. Mike Tomlin values the preseason. I like the quarterback room better for the Steelers with Trubisky, Rudolph, and Pickett, although I don't think Pickett gets any playing time here. I like Heineke over there for Atlanta, but I don't think he's going to do much. He was okay last week. Ritter was okay. He had his first drive ending a pick, even if he does play, but I don't think he does. So I understand why the Steelers are favored here. I would lay the points with them in this one, as I think they go ahead, take it more seriously, and beat up on an Atlanta Falcons team. Total-wise, I lean towards an over. I could see some points being scored here between these two teams. Veteran quarterbacks and the backups don't really trust the defense for the Falcons, as Cincinnati kind of had their way late in that ball game. We saw the Steelers kind of give up some points. The Steelers, though, I like what I've seen from them, man. I'm not ready to hop off. They've been a money team in the preseason recently, beat another money team last week in the Buffalo Bills, and I think they beat up on the Atlanta Falcons here, and we probably see some points. So Steelers over here for me, game 1. All right, next one up, man. We got the Colts out on the road facing the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Indy favored here by 4.5, total at 38. If this was a regular season game, if this game was in a few weeks, the spread would be completely flipped, and it would probably be even heavier. It would probably be like Philadelphia minus 6.5, honestly. Maybe even a 7. Colts with the rookie quarterback and all. I think it would be that high regular season. But one thing we have to remember, this is not regular season. This is preseason. And with that being said, I understand why the Colts are favored by good reason in this football game. I just think the Colts approach this football game a little more seriously. And I think the Colts use this game to actually get prepared for the regular season, unlike the Eagles. Walk with me here. What is the motivation for the Eagles to come out here and play well week 3 of the preseason? I don't really see any. This is an Eagles team that is arguably the best team in the NFC for back-to-back years. This is a team that just went to the Super Bowl last year. This is a team that I think is going to prioritize health and get ready for the regular season. I just don't see them going out balls to the wall here in the preseason, and I think that's what we've seen thus far as they're 0-1-1. They lost week 1 to Baltimore, competitive game, covered their point spread, but lost the football game. And then to Cleveland last week, 18-18 ball game, ended in a tie. Good game, competitive, didn't win, and I don't think they win here either. I think the Colts approach this game a little more seriously. I think that the Colts actually get their young guys some time in this football game. And I just can see the Colts, a team that I don't think is poised to have a big season, a younger football team, a team with a coach in his first year there. I can just see their approach in a preseason game be taken a little more seriously than the Super Bowl team that lost last year. That's my thought process. I think a lot of people are going to fall for the fact that the Eagles did go to the Super Bowl, but remember, this is not regular season. This is preseason. And I think the books understand that, and I think that's why we see the Colts favored by 4.5. We saw them bounce back last week and go beat the Bears, a money team. The Bears the last 2 years have been a money team in the preseason. We saw them go in there and get them, win pretty comfortably, and I think they do the same here over the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I'm going to take the Colts. I'm going to lay the points. Total-wise, give me an over here. I could see some points being scored in this one as well. Not totally in love with the totals tonight. Just leans on both, but just my thought process. But so Colts land the points and over here between the Colts and the Eagles. And that's going to conclude today's episode, man. I appreciate y'all joining me, man. Trying to keep the momentum rolling forward into tonight, man. We've been very profitable last 2 years in the NFL preseason, man. Trying to keep it rolling. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. Remember, my play of the day, trying to get the 9-1 on that play. You can find that over at Pickdawgz Premium. I'll be back tomorrow as we got 3 NFL preseason games as preseason action continues to wind on down. Regular season on the horizon. I can't wait to cook that up for y'all here as well. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here.